State with the gong to hosting NAFEST 2025. Congratulations, best of luck, and I hope that this NAFEST will be the best we've ever had.
In November 2025, all roads will lead to Enugu State, the legendary coal city. For 1 week, Nigeria's cultural heartbeat will echo from the hills of the southeast as Enugu plays host to the National Festival of Arts and Culture, NAFEST 2025. 17 years after last hosting in 2008, Enugu has been chosen once again to stage what is widely celebrated as Nigeria's Cultural Olympics. And this time, the theme says it all: connected culture. From November 22nd to 29th, over 5,000 competitors from the 36 states and the FCT will converge in Enugu, showcasing the power of culture, heritage, and innovation as tools of unity. Imagine a week of non-stop energy, Dambe boxing and wrestling matches, electrifying dance-offs and swag show and dance-off Naija. Picture culinary masters battling in the ultimate jollof wars, while artists, filmmakers, and creative minds light up exhibitions, screenings, and workshops. And then the grand ceremonies at the Opera Square with fireworks and performances that will etch unforgettable memories. But NAFEST 2025 is more than just an event. It's a declaration, a statement that Enugu is ready for the world. With over 300 hotels, brand new adventure attractions including Nigeria's first zipline and canopy walkway, and a tourism agenda set to welcome 3 million visitors annually, Governor Peter Mba's vision is transforming Enugu into Nigeria's cultural and tourism capital.
We are having a home waterfalls. We are also having Nsude Pyramid. In Nsude Pyramid, we are going to have the first canopy walkway in southeast, measuring about 600 meters, which should actually be the longest in Nigeria. We also have Ngwo Pine Forest, where we are having the first zip line in Nigeria. The zip line will measure about 300 meters. In the same Ngwo, we will have rotundas, big rotundas and smaller rotundas. Then we have the Cross of Hope located in Okpatu. The Cross of Hope will be sitting on a 580 meters above sea level, and the cross itself will measure about 50 meters, making it a total of about 630 meters. The cross will have about 16 floors with a lift inside it. It is called the Cross of Hope, and it is believed that any problem you have and you come to that cross, your problems will be solved. We are also in a home waterfall. We're going to also have another canopy walkway and a board walk, saving the water. So for now, this first phase, these are the things we are going to do.
Even the state-owned airline Enugu Air is powering this ambition, opening the skies for more visitors to experience the city's legendary hospitality. NCAC Director General Obiasika has hailed Enugu's readiness, while Nigeria's Minister of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy Hannatu Musawa praises the blend of tradition and innovation that will define this year's festival.
The thing is, even in bad times, you need to celebrate life. Yeah, and that's the first thing. The second thing is that the National Festival of Arts and Culture was actually launched in 1970 by General Gowon at the end of the Civil War, and it was launched as a platform to enable Nigerians to heal, to come together, and to celebrate our unique culture. Of course, we talk about unity and diversity, but this was a practical exposition for that. But to be fair, I myself, I've been in the sector for 30 years, but I hadn't heard of it. So one of the issues I think we have a lot of times with public sector projects is they can get lost from the view of the public, right? So it's a public sector thing. The state governments all come together, the FCT, and they all come together and they compete across these competitive categories in the cultural space. So that's what it has been. And sometimes I think you get a level of fatigue, you get some energy that is not the energy you're looking for. But for me, when I've come into it, I see it as a great opportunity, a great platform, something that is unique and very, very different. Because when you look at the Olympics, what is the Olympics? It's multi-format, multi-games, multi-venues. Yes. But to deliver those things at that scale, you need significant resources. And to do that, the council typically partners with a host state. Well, I think the first thing is we're trying to create a product for television. We went out there and I spent the last 4 or 5 months with one of the biggest advertising agencies in Nigeria, pushing this brand and NAFEST specifically and INAC, which is the International Arts and Crafts Expo that you were talking about, to the big 100 companies in Nigeria. And we got the same feedback from all of them. Mostly they hadn't heard of it. They didn't know what it was. We didn't really have hot content to show them. But we said, okay, you know what? We're going to go and create it this year. So this is like a pilot, as far as I'm concerned. It's the 36th edition. So it's not something that is just appearing. It is well known within government, but what I have seen is that outside government in the ecosystem, except those who typically stay close to government, they don't really know about it.
So how are you going to get Nigerians, young and old, middle-aged, what have you,
Well, we're talking to people like you, working with the press, working in social media. We change the demographics. So, some of the things we've done, just to explain, is, for example, if you look at the original NAFEST things, there's the dancing competition, the cooking competition, the singing competition, the drama competition, and that's how it's being presented. I said, no. For me, I'm presenting it different. I reformatted it. So we have the Jollof Wars, that's the cooking competition.
The Jollof Wars?
The Jollof Wars, yes. So between the states, let's find out who's the best, right? The Swag Show, that's the fashion and lifestyle. Let's see who's the best. Some people say it's the Ijebu people, some people say it's Lagos, some people say it's Kano, some people say it's Bayelsa, but we're gonna find out who's got the swag, right? The dance-off, every Nigerian thinks they can dance, right? But you can't just come and do Atilogu.
Like I think I can dance.
Well, this is it, but if you bring Atilogu in 2024, you're not gonna win.
You're not gonna say.
Yeah, you gotta do something else, right? And we've got the sing-off, which is the first time we're having that. So the states are gonna come and sing and compete. And let's know who's got the best voices as well. Then we've got a few other new bits. The colloquium has always been there, rather the creative economy town halls, which both of them are Fridays.
Indeed, NAFEST 2025 will not only unify Nigeria under the banner of connected culture, it will also project Enugu as a global cultural hub. And the timing couldn't be more symbolic. Enugu, home to more than 27 tertiary institutions, stands as a center of intellectual and creative power. Hosting NAFEST in this city signals a new dawn, one where culture, knowledge, and innovation converge to shape Nigeria's future. So, come November 2025, Enugu will not just host NAFEST, it will host history. A history of culture, a history of unity, a history of Nigeria's unbreakable spirit. Come to Enugu, come for connected culture, be part of the Renaissance. This is Cheesy Media Empire, telling Africa's story boldly.
The theme of NAFEST this year is connected culture, and it's connected culture for a reason. And even sitting in the audience watching the performances, you can see the reason why it's connected culture. When you see what I saw today, the strongest asset Nigeria has is the culture. The strongest asset Nigeria has is the people. And if you empower the people and connect the culture, then you can really monetize the future, which is where we're trying to go.